Two large rooms with what was a cloakroom in the middle, and the other room was really the meeting space for the schoolroom, and this side was for storage and apparently had a huge pile of coal sitting in the middle of the room that students were called upon one at a time to come over and shovel some coal into the stove on the other side to keep warm. So this really wasn't used, this side really wasn't used as a schoolroom per se. Joseph Colella, a Hopkinton resident who actually made a donation to us last year to help us continue work on the building, was a student in this very room, and he told us that the blackboard was always on this wall, and the teacher sat at a desk in front of the blackboard, and the students were in rows in the middle of the room, and there was a coal stove in the back to keep the room warm. There was not a whole lot to a schoolroom back then other than a blackboard, a teacher, and a couple desks and chairs. But we would like to, with renovation of the building, try to somewhere capture the essence of what maybe a schoolroom setting would have looked like, maybe in the corner of the room over there. What we've done just this spring is, one of the things is to put a staircase down into the basement, so we have a way to get down to the basement from the first floor. And we've also framed out 2 new bathrooms so that we have wheelchair accessible bathrooms. And we also have had the electrical and plumbing work redone to support the bathrooms and to actually reconnect the building electrically.
You do need extra lights.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. I'll stand right here for a minute. So the history of the building is that at the time the Historical Society took over ownership of the building, there was a half basement under the building, and it was mostly full of water. So the first big project that was done was to move the building and re-pour the basement and the foundation for the building, and then put the building back on its new foundation. And one of the more complicated parts of that process were that all the original capstones were put back in place as they were before the foundation was rebuilt. So that's what you can see here.